Welcome to Rate the Audit, a channel focused on reviewing public encounters and highlighting accountability in law enforcement and legal settings. In this episode, created by Reggie Photo, viewers are encouraged to visit his channel and show support. The video follows Reggie as he walks through a residential area in Blackpool, where two officers approach him and question his behavior. The situation develops when the officers indicate they intend to search him under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971, leading to a discussion about rights and procedures.
You've seen us, you've turned around and you've walked away.
No, I've gone the wrong way.
You've gone the wrong way? Right, okay. Where have you got to go?
That's none of your business, my friend.
I'm just talking to you, mate. Just talking to you.
The auditor calmly explains that he had simply taken a wrong turn, offering a straightforward explanation, yet the officer continues questioning by asking where he was headed. Since there is no legal requirement to disclose personal travel details in such circumstances, the auditor is not obligated to provide that information. Situations like this raise concerns about the balance between legitimate policing and unnecessary questioning, as interactions should focus on genuine investigations rather than scrutinizing lawful behavior.
Hey,
What's your name?
why?
I'm just wondering.
I can't tell you.
Right, no worries, mate. Have a nice day.
All right.
Have a nice day. Pardon?
I just say I gone the wrong way, you know.
Right, okay. Right, do you understand why?
Are you looking for somewhere what we can help you with?
No, thank you. No.
Do you see though why we've come round here? It's just because obviously when you've gone round the corner you've seen us and it's like you've walked in the hole.
No, basically what it is, I went down that street and I realised I'm in the wrong road.
Right, okay.
Yes.
What road is it you're looking for?
I can't tell you.
Why?
It's private.
Right, listen mate, so because of obviously your demeanour and the way that you've turned around the corner, it's almost like you're trying to avoid us.
No, definitely not. I'm not running.
I know, but from me, it looks like you're trying to avoid us, alright?
Really?
It did do, yeah.
No, definitely not.
So look, that's my grounds. So under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act, I'm going to...
The officer continues asking questions, but when the auditor declines to answer, the officer initially ends the interaction by saying, "No worries, have a nice day." However, moments later, the same officer changes course and decides to detain the auditor under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act, despite no new evidence or change in circumstances. The auditor calmly explains that he had simply taken a wrong turn, yet the officer interprets this as an attempt to avoid them and uses it as grounds for detention. This raises concerns about the proper use of stop and search powers, as avoidance or a change in direction alone should not automatically be treated as suspicion without supporting evidence.
So you've seen us, you look like you're actively trying to avoid us, and obviously...
Sorry, I misheard that. You're gonna what, sorry?
Alright, so my name's PC Cliff.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm based at Blackpool Police Station.
Yeah.
So my grounds for this search under Section...
Oh, you're gonna search me?
Yeah, under Section
Really?
23, yeah.
Really?
Just hear me out.
I'm going to explain to you
Just hear me out, because I'm going to explain to you, alright?
Yeah.
So my grounds are, when we walk round that corner,
Yeah.
you've seen us, and then you've turned around and you've walked back in the whole complete opposite direction.
Okay, yes.
Which is a bit suspicious.
Yes.
It's a hard drug...
Under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971, officers may stop and search an individual only if they have reasonable grounds to believe the person is in possession of controlled substances, and those grounds must be based on clear, objective factors linked to the person's behavior or circumstances, not merely the reputation of a location. In this instance, the auditor paused when approached, engaged respectfully with the officer, and showed no signs suggesting drug possession or criminal intent. A calm and cooperative response should generally reduce suspicion rather than heighten it, yet the officer cited the reputation of the area as justification for proceeding with a search. Such reasoning raises concerns, as the use of stop and search should be guided by specific evidence of wrongdoing, not assumptions about someone simply being present in a particular place.
You're searching me for misuse of drugs.
So
Act.
Section 23 Misuse of Drugs Act search. Yeah.
Yes.
So the reason why, as I said, is obviously because I've already told you this 3 times now.
Yes.
You've seen us. You've turned around. You've gone the whole opposite way. I've tried to interact with you, and you've carried on walking.
I couldn't hear you. I said I can't hear you.
I know. But when we've come closest, when my colleagues asked you, you said you've turned around the wrong street. We've asked you what street it is, and you said you can't remember. So obviously that gives me grounds to believe that you might be carrying controlled substances.
In an effort to justify the search, the officer adds another reason, suggesting that the auditor's inability to recall the name of the street contributes to suspicion. However, forgetting a street name is a common occurrence, whether someone is new to the area, distracted, or simply not focused on exact locations, and it does not reasonably indicate criminal activity. If this were accepted as valid grounds for detention, it would mean that tourists, delivery drivers, or even local residents could be subjected to stop and search simply for momentary forgetfulness. This situation highlights how decisions can sometimes rely on weak justifications rather than clear, objective evidence.
Yeah, I am, because it's a high drug use area. Okay.
So you just because I've gone down the wrong street, you're saying that I might be carrying drugs?
No, not just that. It's the whole demeanour. All right.
What?
So
I look chill, right?
That gives me grounds to search you. You just put your phone down, take your hands out your pocket, mate. You're not in any trouble. All right.
No, but I don't, because so basically the grounds are just because I turn down the street, turn around. You're searching me for drugs.
And your demeanour with
What's
us.
the demeanour though?
Your demeanour, it's like you don't want to speak to us.
I don't have to, all right?
But no, you don't have to at all. But you're actively trying to avoid us. You've seen.
No, I didn't actually, because I told you why I turn around. I've gone down the wrong street, right?
I know, but then when
it's a dead end, right? Is that a dead end?
Listen, listen,
mate. Don't.
In another attempt to justify the search, the officer points to the auditor's demeanour, suggesting it provides grounds for detention. When asked what specifically was wrong, the officer replied, "It's like you don't want to speak to us," but then acknowledged that the auditor was under no obligation to engage in conversation. This contradiction raises the question of how exercising a right not to speak could reasonably be treated as suspicion. The officer further claimed the auditor was avoiding them, yet the auditor clarified he had simply walked down a dead-end street and turned back. Rather than handling the exchange professionally, the officer responded with exaggerated gestures that came across as dismissive, highlighting concerns about professionalism in such encounters.
What's your call number?
5379.
And where are you based?
I've done Go Wiser with.
Where are you based?
So my name is PC 5379 Cliff. I'm based at Blackpool Police Station.
Yes.
All right. I've given my grounds to search 3 times now.
And you've said just because I went down the street and turned around when I seen you, that's grounds for a drug search.
Not just that. We're going in circles now.
We're not going in circles. I want to establish these grounds.
Well, I'm going to search.
Oh, you can search.
Have you got anything on you?
Nothing, honestly. Nothing. I can tell you, I've no sharps, nothing.
It's fine.
Yeah. Don't worry. Can you give me a copy of the search today?
By all means, I think I've got a printer in my car. So yeah. Well, you can go to the station. It'll be ready for you.
I don't do drugs, my friend.
I know, that's fine, mate.
These grounds seem funny just for turning down the street and then realising...
Just because it's quite a high profile area here for drug using and...
I don't take drugs.
This exchange highlights the flaws in the officer's reasoning, as simply being in an area associated with drug activity does not automatically make someone a suspect. While there are circumstances where officers may have lawful grounds to stop and search, such as witnessing the exchange of items resembling drug deals, repeated visits to known dealing locations, contact with known offenders, or clear evasive behavior, none of these factors were present here. Under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971, grounds must be based on objective observations, and in this case, the auditor's behavior did not indicate criminal activity.
I'm going to put these on the floor so I don't tell you what. I'll put them back.
Yeah, but I don't expect to be turned over, just because the area is that way.
No, I know, but because it's a high crime drug area, and they do quite a lot of drug dealing in this area,
yeah.
We've seen you, you've seen us, you've actively turned away from us, we've tried to stop you 3 times and you carried on walking in.
No, I said I can't hear you.
Which is fair enough, but we shouted you several times. If you've not got anything on you, that's absolutely fine.
But I say you're not in any trouble.
No, but this search is going against my... Like, you just touched my buttock, right?
I'm searching you.
Yeah, but I don't want you to touch my buttock.
Right, have you got anything in your back pockets?
Nothing whatsoever. I'd have emptied my pockets for you.
That's fine. Right, that search is negative.
Yeah.
Right, so you're now free.
After all the questioning and shifting justifications, the search is eventually carried out, and, as the auditor had maintained from the beginning, nothing is found. This outcome underscores the concern that stop and search powers can sometimes be used without solid grounds. Despite the officer's claims about suspicious behavior, the area's reputation, and other changing explanations, there was no evidence, no credible intelligence, and no clear reason to suspect the auditor of any offence.
I do like a copy of the search, my friend, yeah.
Not a problem.
Because I don't think the grounds was right then, what you just did.
That's fair enough, that's fair. I've told you my grounds. From where it looked, obviously you met eye contact with us twice, and each time you've walked in an opposite direction.
But I don't trust police, my friend, and you've given me a reason why I can't, because basically, what that tells me is, I can't change direction in the street without being detained and searched. You could have stopped me and said, "Hey, it looks like you're evading my thingy." I stopped when you come and so therefore, where's the drug?
The auditor makes the point that he had stopped and spoken with the officers when first approached, noting that someone engaged in criminal activity would likely try to flee or conceal something rather than cooperate. At no stage did drugs factor into the interaction in any meaningful way. The suspicion was built on assumptions rather than evidence. To ensure accountability, the auditor requests documentation of the stop and search, since without the proper form there would be no official record and no way to challenge the decision. By obtaining the paperwork, he secures a record that prevents the incident from being dismissed without review.
Look, you clearly don't agree with me, that's fine.
Well, you've no evidence. Are you recording me, my friend?
Pardon?
Are you recording me?
Yeah.
How long has it been running?
It's been running when I first came into contact with you.
Really?
Yeah.
So, obviously, everybody can record in a public space, right? You know that? Yeah. There's no...
I don't have an issue with you recording.
No, but you can record me too, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in your policy, you have to declare it at the earliest opportunity.
The officer had been recording the entire time, both before and during the search, without informing the auditor, a clear departure from established guidance on the use of body-worn video. According to the College of Policing, officers must notify individuals at the earliest opportunity that recording is taking place, unless doing so would compromise safety or an investigation. This requirement exists to promote transparency and accountability, ensuring that body-worn footage protects both the public and the officers involved. By not declaring the recording, the officer denied the auditor the chance to acknowledge or respond to being filmed, raising further concerns about professionalism and adherence to procedure, especially given that the search itself had already been poorly justified.
I was trying to see kind of where you were going, you weren't really, but it is on.
No, but we have walked. We've walked.
I apologise, I haven't let you know sooner.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Cliff, I have to put this to my solicitor because I don't see the grounds like you do, and therefore I might have to make a civil claim against us. You know, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just this time I can't get back. You know.
No, don't worry.
Yeah.
The auditor has a strong case for a civil.
The auditor may have grounds for a civil claim, as the officers did not appear to meet the legal standard required under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971 and PACE, which state that stop and search powers must be based on clear, evidence-based suspicion rather than vague assumptions such as location, forgetting a street name, or changing direction. The search lacked firm justification, and the officers' shifting explanations only emphasized the absence of solid grounds. Additional procedural concerns included failing to declare body-worn video at the earliest opportunity and providing inconsistent reasons for the search, both of which could strengthen a civil case. In past cases, similar issues have led to compensation awards. That wraps up this episode. Thank you for watching, and be sure to support Reggie Photo's channel, linked in the description.